Hello, Taurus. Welcome back. Welcome to Born Without Boundaries. My name is Michelle, and this is the week ahead reading for September 1st through 6th for the zodiac sign of Taurus. Guys, thank you so much for your constant support as well as your comments. I love the comment section, and if there's a comment that you've left that I haven't gotten to, please understand that it really was not something that I wasn't intending. It got overlooked. It may have gotten lost in the mix. Sometimes there are a lot of comments on videos, but I do appreciate it, and I do try to read all of them, and I love hearing your stories. Don't ever doubt that. So welcome to Born Without Boundaries, and thank you, Taurus. This is your week ahead view into the energies and the state of things. As above, so below, correct? The state of things for this week, September 1st through 6th. This is the first full week of September. We are full on, full-fledged, full throttle into Virgo season, which is a complementary sign to you. It is earth energy. It is stable energy. It is fixed. Well, you are fixed energy, but earth energy in general tends to be very, I don't want to say fixed because that's actually a term that astrologers use. But it is very reliable energy. This is 3D energy. I think that's the best. Like, this is material, resources, stability kind of energy. So this is a great time for you. A great time for you to really get ready for the beautiful times ahead, which are coming in. Abundance is rolling in, Taurus. I can tell you that right now. This is going to be a really big harvest time. Come fall, we're going to be really enjoying ourselves, and there's going to be a lot of cause for joy and celebration and relief. Oh, I just felt it like come off me. This fucking relief that came. I just fucking like, it literally just fell off my back. Like, it never belonged there, so why was it there? We are coming out of a season of tremendous amount of emotions and turmoil, where a lot of changes occurred, but I think that some of those changes finally ended. Like, they're a big part of the Cancerian season, Gemini into especially Cancerian season, was this just feeling of imminent danger. You knew change was coming, but it wasn't acknowledged yet. And then when change finally happened, it's like a big relief, and it's like finally we can get on with our lives and make some progress. So let's see what the energies have in store for you, Taurus, for this week. And honestly, if you're seeing this today, you can even go 7 days out from here and go a little bit beyond the 6th. That's fine too. But it generally is, I'll always timestamp it for the time that I've recorded it so that you guys can see. If you're seeing this a year from now, it's when you were meant to see it. Bottom line. I absolutely believe that. But you'll always know when I recorded the video, because I'll always put it as a framer, as a bit of information for you guys so that you can see. Sometimes when I get it, like when I finally run into old videos, I like to, like I said in today's daily, I like to see what was happening to me at that time. Like, especially if it's a year-old video and I'm just watching it. I like to see what's happening at that time. First card out, know your worth. So this is my stinky card. Skunk energy is a multifaceted energy, but it's an energy of reminding ourselves to know our worth, because either we have been degrading ourselves and feeling compromised in some way and not remembering just how very, very valuable we are, or it is about other people coming in and there being a stinker in your presence and making you feel uncomfortable. Also, this could be just plain and simple, a pure reminder of who you are, being happy with everything about who you are. You know, a lot of us get a little stinky. We all have our little stinky parts, okay? But that doesn't mean that we're not valuable or worthy. And I know, like, this week, this could be almost like a very different week for many Taurians, in that you guys could be having a great time. You guys could be doing really, really well and really feeling like you're coming into your power, developing your sense of self. You have a sense of, there's a hope and an optimism toward the future, or it's having this little rocky period and feeling like, who am I and where do I belong and will I ever fit in, and is this change, was this a good decision, was this really good for me? Bottom line is, first card out is telling me that this week is for you a journey in the sense of self-worth, the sense of appreciating yourself, of loving your life, of feeling good about who you are, and circumstances that might compromise it or accentuate it. But it all comes back to you, Taurus. All right. This is Trust the Great Mystery. So there was definitely a movement. There was definitely something out of your control that you're reacting to this week. Now, that doesn't mean it was cataclysmic, because this card is usually not. This is not a Tower card. It is a big change, but it's a beautiful change. It's almost like a cosmically designed change, something that you could not have avoided even if you tried. But it tends to be, this is good for you. It's like healing and washing you clean. Watch and wait. It's calling for patience. So for those of you who are having that struggle, there's a lot of water energy in this very Taurian read, like this water energy to remind you of, okay, water energy to remind you of the ebb and flow of life, that sometimes we rise and then we fall, and that's just how life goes. But also reminding you to be able to feel your emotions and be able to feel who you are and yourself, Taurus. Feel yourself. No, I heard it, but not that way. Honor your feelings. That's what I'm saying. To be able to honor those things that you're going through, those reactions that you're having, those emotions that are coming up. The one thing that the warning here is saying is, yes, you're scared, or yes, you're worried, or yes, you're a little bit insecure, or yes, you're excited, and yes, you're thinking like you could run the world. Like, all of those things are emotions. Those are real and those are true, and honor them. Honor what you're feeling. It all comes back to your self-worth and how you feel about yourself. Honoring those feelings by really allowing them to just flood over you and experience them. Don't block them off or try to pretend like they're not there. To allow and honor yourself by saying, yeah, this is how I feel, and this is what I'm going through, and I am scared, or I am worried, or this doesn't, like, I don't feel like I fit in now, or maybe I feel like I fit in too much, and I'm worried that I'll get a little overboard, and maybe I'm just worried. It's like, all of those things are a part of who you are. They're a part of the life experience of a human being. So honoring those feelings and having patience with yourself. That's what Seahorse Energy is. It's patience. It's just, it's not making any judgments. It's not making any decisions. It's not being too quick to judge. Yeah, I should have never jumped into this situation. This is totally wrong for me. I gotta get out of here now. No. Watch and have patience. That would be a reaction to your emotions, because you want to shut your emotions down, because you don't want to feel all those things that you're feeling that are making you uncomfortable. That's not what you want to do. You want to be very, very patient with yourself. You want to, like I said, honor your experiences, but don't react so quickly. When you're taking a deep dive, it says trust in the great mystery. You have multiple cards out here that are asking you to trust, asking you to put faith where you can't necessarily have tangible data coming back to you right now. It's a leap of faith, not necessarily the leap. I feel like you've already taken the move. You've made the move. The change has occurred, and now it's just this backlash or backwash of all of these emotions that you don't. You want to do something about. You want to feel powerful. You want to feel in control. You don't want to feel compromised in any way. Even if you're having a great time, oh my God, am I having too much of a great time? I feel like there's a reaction to, like, not wanting to celebrate as much as you should be allowing yourself to celebrate who you are. Even if you're sad, even if you're lonely, even if you're worried, you're celebrating this time because it is a new experience, and these are all part of the experiences. Don't use them as reasons, or, like a lawyer putting together their case for, this is why it's not working out, this is why I need to leave, this is why I need to go, this is why I need to turn back, this is why I should be in danger of, no. Don't do that to yourself, Taurus. Honor what you're going through this week as an experience of being a human. an experience of something new. And yes, okay, you're a little worried. And yes, okay, you know, you have some doubts, but that isn't, this is distracting me on screen. I don't want to be distracted. That's not the end all be all of what you want. In other words, yes, make judgments. Making a judgment is participating in what's going on around you. We should always be making judgments all the time. It's what we have our brain for. But don't condemn. Don't make conclusions. Don't let anything be conclusive. Like, literally understand that, yes, okay, maybe I don't fit in here, okay, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to fit in everywhere. Yes, okay, maybe I partied a little too much this weekend. I don't know. But does that mean I'm a horrible person and that I'm going to fall off the deep end? No. Don't, be patient with yourself. Be understanding with everything that you are. And help yourself enjoy this moment of this new life experience, even if it is causing you some hesitation or worry. Now, the card that I flipped over that had also come out with the trust in the great mystery and watch and wait, in other words, patience and leap of faith to honor yourself, was think on your feet. Now, this is a hell of an energy, because first you have know your self-worth, which is an air energy. It's actually air because it's skunk and it's smell, and it's like be willing to defend yourself and be on your own side if you need to. You don't have to be an aggressive person, even though as a bull you can be very aggressive. You have that power, you have that energy source in you. But no, skunk energy is very air energy. It's protect yourself with your ideas, with your intellect, your thought, with strategy, with understanding and honoring, or just honoring the experience, almost objectively looking at it. And then there's the emotions that come, and the water energy that says, honor your emotions and honor your feelings and trust and intuitively trust what you're experiencing and go with the flow. And then you have fire energy. And fire energy complements what we came out in our reading today, in the daily reading. If you got a chance to see it, the September 3rd daily reading was exceptional. There was so much fire energy in that daily reading. And what it was telling us was that we're reinvigorated. This new sense of life. It's birth. It's new. Fire energy is all about the new. It's all about the progress. It's all about action. It's all about take action. And the action is saying, think on your feet. Now, what does that mean? In terms of all these other cards, what that means for you, Taurus, is do not try to plan. Do not expect there to be some stable structure. This period in your life is a teachable lesson for you to learn how to improvise. It learned how to not need that security that you like to cling to so much. Those definite answers, those plans. Predictability is not what this week is going to be about. And it's asking you to listen. This is just a lesson. This is your lesson plan for this week. You are now taking, Taurians, this week you're taking an improv class. And you're learning how to just go with the flow, let things happen, sit back, be an objective observer, not condemn, not draw any conclusions, experience, take in data, let the emotions roll through you, honor yourself, and really just be ready at any second to change at the drop of a hat. Why? Because that's the lesson plan for this week. It's what you need to prepare for. This is not trying to trick you. This week is trying to bring out another dynamic of your character. It's trying to challenge who you are to prepare you for what more you can become. Because there's an underlying statement here that, Taurus, you are capable of more than you think you're capable of, and that you are being invested in, at least the very, and it's not at the least at all, but by spirit you're being invested in. They're saying this is the time. Everything doesn't have to be clear right now. What is most important right now is that you are interacting with your environment and your new circumstances. I do feel like there's a sense of newness here. There's a sense for you like something has just begun. Let it shine. You know, I mean, honestly, you guys are so much about beauty, and you do like to shine, and you do like to dress it up, put on the wrist. Like, this is calling you to literally put on your best face, not pretend, but literally all this week, go out there, get out there, be active, be interactive, be seen. Let people see you. Let people get to know you. You don't, like, if you are sort of resigned to be kept to yourself, it's almost like that would be you giving up. Don't give up this week. Let yourself get out there, be bold, be brash, and be confident that you do have value. And you're gonna keep looking for the circumstances and people that you fit in with, or you're gonna keep looking for the answers to the questions that you have, and you're not gonna give up. And you're gonna do that by having a really open mindset and allowing ideas to flow, and not making decisions as much as just making judgments, being discerning, and taking in all of the new data is essentially what's going to happen. But man, I mean, if you have a chance to do your hair this week and do it up, if you have a chance to put on your nice clothes, really let yourself out and be present in the public this week and share your voice. Like, speak the truth, and in other words, share your opinions. Don't be scared. Like, if you're not finding that soul tribe right away, you're never going to find them if you decide that you're going to either A, hide from life, or B, try to conform with what's going on around you. No, your call is to honor who you are. Even if you're scared, even if you're awkward, it's honor who you are and let that voice out and let it shine. Sing if you have to. Let it go. Let it come out. Let other people enjoy it, and let other people know it and hear it. If they don't like you, they don't like you. But you're gonna find you're only gonna find those people true to you if you're true to your nature first. And so it's a continual reminder this week, Taurus. Continual reminder to just put on the ritz of your own character, of your own self, of who you are out loud, of being sincere and patient with who you are, even if you feel like you're awkward right now. Because I do think that there is something that sort of made you feel on defense and a little bit compromised. We got that in the beginning of the reading. But this just has to do with, like, believing, okay, that's where I am, that's where I begin, that's where I start out. It's not, doesn't mean that I don't belong here. What it means is it's new. And look at this, a rebirth is assured. These are both cards of rebirth. So the peacock is akin to the phoenix. So it's also very symbolic of just this energy of blossoming, and almost like the ugly duckling, of blossoming where you don't expect there to be potential to blossom, of shining where you thought that there was, you know, initially there was just kind of darkness. This is coming out of the dark. This is, yes, hang in there. Oh my God, isn't that cute? Hang in there, because you will be coming out of the dark. Have patience, watch and wait. So there's patience constantly all over this reading. The Spirit is saying, do not give up. It is better than you think. There is a chance for a total new life here. This is your total new life. This is you coming out of the dark and shining. This is a whole new life, a whole new you. Let yourself shine. Look, shining the light into the dark, and then coming out of the dark into a new life. That's what's happening to you this week, Taurus. What a wonderful, beautiful time for you to be alive. Of course there's going to be hesitation and intrepidation. Don't judge yourself for that. It doesn't mean you're a coward. It means you're a human. It means you're a person. Please have more patience with yourself. And don't make any negative judgments on who you are or on the people around you right now, because really you just want it. You are going to be the driving force. It's almost like you're part of what's making this situation new. So maybe you're around a lot of people who are in a new predicament. Your company just moved, or you know, a lot of new people were hired, or whatever. It doesn't, whatever your scenario is, you're sort of in this transitional period of but you're not alone. And that's also a chance for bonding with people and meeting people who are going to be able to understand what you're going through and going to be able to really enjoy the full and complete you. So Taurus, if you want an extended reading of this reading, where I'm going to clarify everything with tarot, as well as a romantic reading coming from this reading, or a romance reading for the week ahead, then please do skip over, hop on over to Vimeo. The link is right below, and I will see you over there. If not, let me leave you with this message. All is well. Have faith and be flexible. And also be empathetic to yourself. Be on your own team this week, Taurus. And honestly, you will laugh at the mistakes that you make. You will cry when you need to. And then you'll honor your tears by accepting the feelings that put them there. You will not condemn yourself. You will not condemn anybody around you. And you honestly will see that there is this beautiful rebirth happening, and that other people around you are going through similar things. You will be appreciated for who you authentically are. Literally, like, put on the Ritz today. Really appreciate yourself throughout this whole week. Really honor who you are, and don't try to quench your voice. Share it with people. I'll talk to you next week, or I'll see you over on Vimeo. Bye, Taurus.